All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Gonna check it out, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all, or Boudoir Facebook ad, is under 6%. So this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about that because that means if they click somewhere on it, they're not simply scrolling on by. And also, if they click somewhere on it, we know our ad has entered their brain, which means that's the only chance that we can get them to buy from us, is getting our ad into their brain. So we gotta get this number as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. If we got 6%, we got something super wrong. If we're under 6%, we got something super wrong. And that's because a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It's super common. I see it everywhere, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. And so we got building up our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we invented this. Basically, we're going to leave the current ad, we duplicate it, and we apply treatment to the duplicated Boudoir Facebook ad. It takes about a week. Then after a week, we keep whichever one running is the one that has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. So once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. So our ad is going into more than 6 out of every 100 women's brains. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe, a BLCS universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution is easy. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And then we can achieve pre-click alignment. And we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, my residency went out there, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild, brought them back to the hospital. One of them, brought it back, tested it, found its unique CTR all was 4.3%. So that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. And so we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico. Took about a week, got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand on the original, now all they need to do is spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and in both scenarios get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, they don't have to spend anymore. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, an efficiency bonus, because they no longer have to spend it. So it's it's like $40K bonus over the next 12 months. And, don't need to, literally do not need to service any clients, literally no extra work. It's simply by eliminating the wasted spend. All right, second part of my residency, found a Boudoir Facebook ad at unique CTR all 1.39%. So we knew that BLCS is present because unique CTR all under 6%. So BLCS is present. So duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So insanely good, much better. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So again, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month with a new Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ads into the same number of women's brains, in both scenarios. So 8,400 wasted ad spend each month, eliminated, back in their pocket. It's literally like $100,000 bonus at the end of the next 12 months. And finally, had a patient, unique CTR all. He had 5.03%, so we know that BLCS was present. Did a lot more work with this one, treating it with Boudoir Pico. And it took about a week. And we found out that, so we went from 5.03%, so we know that BLCS is present. And then we got it up to unique CTR all 15.35%, which is insanely good. And found out he was wasting, his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if he's spending $10,000 a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, then all he has to do is now is spend $3,300 on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he gets his ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So literally he can stop paying that $6,700 a month, pocket that, and once he pockets that, he can actually, it's kind of like a phantom extra bonus every month. And at the end of it, it's like an $80,000 extra bonus. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS, from what I've seen, is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Since it's when, look at these numbers here. We got wasting 37% of ad spend, wasting 84% of ad spend, wasting 67% of ad spend. And you average these numbers, it's going to average between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending more than $10,000 a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then approximately $5,000 every single month is being wasted. We can eliminate that, put that back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, literally every single month, approximately. And so at the end of 12 months, it's approximately $60,000 back in their pocket. They don't have to do any extra work for. Money. Now we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we're trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out when creating our ad is actually what we should fill out. And actually what happens when we do this is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulls our unique CTR all under 6%, contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. But Facebook loves this because they can serve more ads per unit time, make more money per unit time, but we're wasting more money per unit time when we listen to what Facebook tells us or recommends us to do. Looking at the creative here. All right, so we got the basically we got the looks like an ad mistake here. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that an ad should look like an ad. It's a false belief. And that's because all the other Facebook ads we've seen, nearly all of them look like ads. All the other Boudoir Facebook ads that we've seen, nearly all of them look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, 100% of Boudoir Facebook ads I've seen the backend metrics for have all had BLCS, because everyone is making the same mistakes as everyone else, but nobody knows they're making mistakes. What they're actually doing is making a mistake. So the consequence of this is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTR all under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're going to look at the See More headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook newsfeed mobile, but we're only using basically one line here. Arizona women, it's our studio's birthday, but the present is for you. All right, so false belief that caused us to make this mistake is, well, just the lack of context mistake. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe we've provided enough context to get enough of the right women and to tell the Facebook ad algorithm that women to go to get in front of the right women, have the right women click our ad without becoming too restrictive. It's an optimization problem here. And what actually happens is, since we're lacking context, we're going to have way more women scrolling our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTR under 6%, contributing to us having BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So, taking that all into account, my diagnosis is yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because its unique CTR is under 6%. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually do not, you're seeing the market get more saturated with more Boudoir photographers. So you're seeing, anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing out their Google My Business profile that they now do Boudoir, or they get a new camera and they're posting in the mom groups that they now do Boudoir shoots. So it's getting more and more, basically it's getting more and more. Saturated, more competitive, and you're seeing, inflation rise, cost of living rise, and everything. And you're actually hoping you're already optimizing the business, optimizing other parts of the business. Less, basically, same effort, more results, or less effort, same results. Optimizing there, actually pull more profit out. And you're now ready to do that for the Facebook ad part of your business, because you see Boudoir Pico, you can save on average approximately, 5K a month. Eliminate that and wasted spend. Put that back in your pocket so you don't have to spend it, and increase your, so that'd be like 60K over the next 12 months approximately. And you actually you want to get the outcome of using the Boudoir Pico treatment, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA and acquire or become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, so that you can be on your way to being the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. Well, shoot me a DM when my, basically when I open for new patient intake, then shoot me a DM. And my DMs are closed right now. Yeah, I'm not accepting new patients right now. But when I am, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.